Okay, so here just a highlight of the general decision-making process from management level. First of all, they start from identifying which areas they may need to put more effort in, spend money on investing different projects. So again, for example, upgrading the website, purchasing new tools, perhaps updating Windows 7 to Windows 8, or perhaps later on to Windows 9. And then what is the potential return they're getting out of this? They want to estimate the net cash inflows, the savings they're making minus any potential operating expenses spent on maintaining this upgraded machine or upgraded website. So identify potential projects that they want to spend money on, capitalizing the business. Estimate what is the inflow, outflow, and then they base these estimations on the tools that we'll be learning in different sections in this chapter. So that's the third step, analyze investing using different tools, long-term investment tools. After analyzing those, you'll be getting some of the ratios, weighing some of the net present value against the investment cost. What if some of the projects have, all of them has positive present value or positive profit? Then they have to exercise capital rationing, meaning to choose which projects that they really think is more urgent than others. Okay, some of them, if upgrading the website allows the company's products to be exposed to further customers, and of course this is probably more urgent than upgrading some of the, or renewing some of the furnitures in the business. So what are the ones that they think is more important? They decide to implement that first, spend money on this first. After implementing some of the projects, on a yearly basis, they also need to evaluate it. So that's what we call post-audits. So evaluating the projects, perhaps later years, they realize that the return is not as high as they estimated before, then they have to readjust the numbers and decide whether they want to continue to invest in this or perhaps sell the asset for something else. So some of the ideas is similar to last week when we talk about outsourcing, right? We want to weigh against whether producing something in-house is costly, is it more costly than purchasing something from elsewhere? Which one actually spends more money on? Okay, so this is a general budgeting process. Again, they start from identifying what areas they need to make improvement in. Perhaps there's certain areas they need to spend money on, but they have to first of all estimate what is the net cash inflows they're getting out of this. Are they spending money on the place that they should be spending? Is there profit coming along with this? So if there is, based on the analysis tools they make afterwards, if they realize that there are certain projects that are all getting positive profit out of it, which one is more urgent than others? So is upgrading the website more urgent than purchasing new machines? If it is, go for that project. But after implementing it, they also need to constantly evaluate it to see whether they want to terminate certain projects, sell it, to do something else with that money, or they want to continue it further on the project. Okay, so this is just the grounding of what we're doing in this chapter before jumping into all the different cases and analyzing the numbers. The grounding we're doing here again is try to evaluate whether spending a large number of money on certain long-term asset investment is worth it or not. So going through these steps, at the end they want to reach which other projects they want to actually implement, which ones perhaps they can leave it out for later years. All right, so just to refresh your memory a little bit, what is the first step here for what we're doing in this chapter? Identifying the potential projects, and then what's the second? The second is estimating net cash inflows. So it's none of the options, right? So first of all, identifying the projects, and then do an analysis, of course, what is the money that we're actually getting from that project? Getting from upgrading the website, getting from purchasing machine, using the machine for products. Analyze this based on the tools we'll be learning later, and then choose the investment project that is most urgent and gives you the most profit. Okay, and then evaluate those projects.